Hey, what's up? M.N.M is here with Daily Grammar Tutorial. Do you know what I'm going to talk to you about? Today I'm going to tell you something about the present progressive tense. Present progressive is also known as the present continuous tense. It is the second one in the present family. Ask yourself one simple question. What are you doing now? Think about it for a second and write your answers down. Here are some of my answers. I'm talking to you. You are listening to me. She's reading a book. They're watching a cricket match. Look at the verbs I've used in each sentence. They follow a pattern. In fact, none of them are changed. They all use the present participle form of the verb. ing form of the verb. Well, that is the first thing I would like you to know about the present progressive tense. Linguists have different ways of pointing out the exact number of possible situations when we use the present progressive tense. I've always maintained a list of 4. My students love it. Before I explain them to you, I would like you to know about the sentence formation, sentence pattern. Pattern in making present progressive statement is something like this. First comes the subject, like I, we, you, he, she, it, they, etc. Then comes the auxiliary verb, like am, is, are. We choose any one of these auxiliary verbs depending on what subject we have. Remember, am is used only with I. Is used only with third person singular like he, she, it, Ali, Sarah, etc. And are is used with we, first person plural, you, and third person plural like they, boys, Ali, and Sarah, etc. And then comes present participle form of the verb, ing form of the verb. There are 4 major reasons why we use the present progressive tense. I'm going to explain to you all of them one after another. Here we go. Well, point number 1, we are in the middle of an action. We are in the middle of an action means the action is happening right now. Whatever the actions you're performing right now, the moment you are speaking, we call them middle of an action. It means we can use the present progressive tense to say that we are in the middle of doing something the moment we are speaking. We use the now, N-O-W, to suggest the action is happening at the moment we are speaking. It involves number of seconds, minutes, or hours. Say, for example, I'm giving you presentation now. Giving presentation now means it's happening at the moment of speaking. You're watching the presentation now. You're doing it right now. It's raining now. It means raining is an action happening right now outside. Now let me tell you something about the temporary situation. Temporary situations are different from that of the middle of an action. Temporary situations do not mean they're happening now. They're happening around now. We use a phrase like nowadays quite a lot in the present progressive tense. Nowadays suggests number of days, weeks, months, or it might go up to a year. Say, for example, I'm learning English nowadays. It means I'm talking about whole language course duration. It consists of 6 months. You know about it. I'm watching the cricket match nowadays. The tournament is going on between 2 traditional rivals, Pakistan and India. It might go up to 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I'm traveling by bus nowadays because my car has broken down. It might take me 3-4 days more to get my car back. It means temporary situations suggest the action are happening any other time, not at the time of speaking. It's entirely different from that of middle of an action. Let me give you the compound examples of middle of an action and temporary situation. I'm watching the cricket match right now because the tournament is going on nowadays. I am taking my English paper right now and my exams are going on nowadays. I'm taking rest right now because I'm suffering from fever nowadays. I'm sure you have clearly understood the difference between middle of an action and temporary situations. Middle of an action means now. It involves number of seconds, minutes, or hours. And temporary situation involves number of days, weeks, months, or a year. Third, possible situations. Do you know what that is? It's about changing and developing situations. Remember, changing and developing situations are different from that of middle of an actions or temporary situations that we have studied earlier. Changing and developing situations suggest that there are certain changes taking place or development taking place.
For example, the weather is getting colder. The weather you experience today is not as same as it was yesterday. It was 0 plus 5 yesterday. Today it's minus 5 or minus 10. That's why example I have given you here is the weather is getting colder. Get with ing, colder is an adjective. Get with ing followed by adjective always suggests there is a change or a development taking place. I can give you one more example, like the child is getting bigger. There's a physical development taking place in the child. The child physically is not as same as he was before. Our relationship is getting better. My English is getting better. All of these examples suggest that there are certain changes or development taking place, and that's why we use get with ing followed by adjective. Now let me tell you 4 possible situations we could use in the present progressive tense. Interestingly, present progressive tense can also be used to describe the future actions on the basis of evidence or the time and place have been decided. Don't forget, we can use will as well, but will is used to describe we prediction. Is MR going to suggest something which is going to happen in near future? As I've said, on the basis of evidence or the time or place have been decided. For example, you got a black cloud in the sky. On the basis of this evidence, you can jump to the conclusion that there's a strong possibility of the rainfall. You can say it is going to rain. I'm going to take my English paper tomorrow. Time and place have been decided. Now let me share with you examples of middle of an action, temporary situation, changing and developing situations, or talking about the future. I'm studying right now. It's middle of an action. My exams are going on these days. Temporary situation. My preparation is getting better. Changing and developing situation. I'm going to take my maths paper tomorrow. I'm talking about the future.